a comfortable seated position. You can sit in crisscross applesauce. You can have your legs straight. And you can also be supported by some blocks, bolsters, pillows. So take a moment and decide if you want your hands and palms to be up or down on the thighs and knees this evening. So feel those sits bones ground and connect you to the earth. Let's roll those shoulders back a couple of times here.
Are you recording?
Oh God, thank you, Mary. It's horrible. It's horrible.
We love you.
I guess I am recording. Shania, did you hit record?
I did.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
That means it'll upload then?
And Shania is recording the call. Not me.
Okay. Because I can't, because if she's recording it, then it's recording.
Yeah, I saw it on my screen and I touched it, but I didn't think it did anything. But it does say recording at the top.
Perfect. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, so let's take a couple of shoulder rolls back here. And let's take a cleansing breath. We're going to inhale through the nose. Let's sigh it out. One more like that. Inhaling through the nose. And let it go. So just take a moment here. Just to let go. Just to be fully present with what is happening. Just taking a moment to assess what's going on in your body this evening. How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling emotionally and spiritually? And don't have any judgments about it. Whatever rises up. As you inhale this next time, we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, we're going to soften those shoulders down the back, away from the ears. So if in this place of stillness and rest, there's still an activeness about this posture. Now see if you can soften someplace else. Maybe the jaw, maybe the throat, maybe the belly. So just giving yourself permission to be fully present now, starting to turn that attention inward to the breath. We're going to deepen the breath now, take it down into the low belly. Keep sipping, bringing it into the ribs, bringing it into the heart center, collarbones, the shoulder blades on the back, and let's pause. Exhale here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We draw the navel back and pause. Let's do that again. Inhale belly, inhale ribs, inhale heart, inhale shoulder blades, collarbones, and pause. Exhaling here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the navel back and pause. Now this time let's inhale halfway and pause. Inhale all the way up and pause. Exhaling halfway and pause. Exhale everything out. Ribs draw down, navel draws back, and pause. Again, inhale halfway and pause. Inhale all the way up and pause. Exhale halfway and pause. Exhale everything out and pause. Last round, inhale halfway and pause. Inhale all the way to the top and pause. Torso is full of prana, full of life force. Exhale halfway and pause. Exhale everything out. Draw the navel to the spine. Pausing here. Now let's let that breath work go. Allow the breath to move in and out of the body as it wishes here. Just noticing. Let go of one more place of tension that you may be aware of while still maintain this awareness, this aliveness, if you will, in this pose. Now let's bring that awareness to the heart center, right here in the sternum. We're going to move it 2 inches to the left, the spiritual heart. Let's take a breath in and out of this place. Let's drop the chin down to the chest here. If you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice this evening. Maybe something you'd like to cultivate while on your mat. Maybe something you need to let go of, something that is no longer serving you. We're going to let those intentions go. Now let's slowly start to flutter those eyes open, gazing down at the lap, and let's start to bring movement to the body. We're going to inhale, take these arms out and up, gaze looks up. Exhale these hands down through heart center. Let's do that again. Inhaling, looking up, heart rises, arms spread. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Last one, inhale. Lengthen up through the sides of the body this time. Now let's lower these shoulders down. Take that gaze straight ahead. I want you to come up and over to your right. So I'm going to try to mirror y'all this evening. Keep pressing down through that left sits bone. Let's take that gaze up. If you need, go ahead and lower that other arm down to the ground. Otherwise, stay active as if you had a ball between those palms. Now let's inhale, bring it up. Flex those feet. Exhale, let's take a forward fold here. Round spine or flat back. Take 3 rounds of breath. Now on this next inhale, engage the belly. Let's rise up. Bring those arms back up. Biceps by the ears. Lower the shoulders. And see if you can unfold those legs. Use the belly. Use your hands if you like. Now let's take a forward fold. We're going to inhale, hollowing out the low belly. Exhale, take that forward fold. Same offerings here. Rounded spine or flat back. So in that flat back, remember we're honoring that low back. We're going to draw the heart forward. Draw your toes towards the face. Sending those sits bones behind you. Let's take one more breath here in this place. Now with an inhale, let's engage the belly. Rise up again, arms lift. Now cross your legs in the opposite direction. Use your hands to help. If you'd like, inhale, come up. Let's exhale, take that lengthen over to the opposite side. So your left, pressing down through that right sits bone here. Let's take that gaze underneath. Soften the throat and draw that right shoulder back just a little. Belly is active here. One more breath. Now on an inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, we take a forward fold on the opposite side. Stillness is good. You can take some subtle movements from side to side. Tune into that body wisdom here. And on your next inhale, engage the belly. Send these arms behind you now. Let's come up with a flat back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. As you exhale, bring those fingertips to face the glutes. So we're taking the palms behind us now. Let's extend these legs out long. Point and flex the feet. Now let's leave our toes pointed. We're going to extend back. Let's just take a little heart opener here. So press the chest out of the shoulders. Feel free to look up. You can even drop the head back if that's comfortable in your neck or your inner ear. Inhale, take the gaze forward. As you exhale, let's go ahead and bend your knees here. So we're coming into that reverse table. The fingertips can also face the long edges of your mat. So I'm facing you guys right now. Let's press up. Lift the hips up. Feet are hip width apart. Press through the big toes. Keep pressing the earth away so that gaze can stay up at the sky or to the belly button. Pressing through all toe tips, fingertips. One more breath. Now inhaling, let's bring that chin back to chest. Exhale, we come down. Let's take these legs out wide. So we're coming into that straddle pose. Take a moment, get those sits bones, get everything a little comfortable here. Press through the backs of those knees. Let's inhale, take these arms up. As you exhale, take the fingertips down to the mat. Let's drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. Let's press the earth away from us. Let's draw the toes back towards the shins, and now drop that chin down towards the right shoulder. Take your gaze down. As you press the earth away from you, maybe that palm flips now behind you. Wherever you feel tightness and tension, I want you to take your breath there. Create space. Use that breath to release that tension. Maybe you exhale, feeling that tension release the body. Any intuitive moves here, you can drop that chin down, lift it up. On this next inhale, take your gaze forward, and as you exhale, let's come back to center. Fingertips touch the floor. Inhale, bring these arms up. Exhale, let's take this over to the other side. And we're going to press this away. We're going to drop this chin down now. Pressing that right palm away. Breathing here. Relaxing the tongue. Let's drop that chin down towards the collarbone. So we're going to offer that same intuitive flow here. Maybe we spin the palm open, thumb facing the wall behind you. You can even lift the chin up, opening the throat. Wherever you are, keep moving that breath. Inhaling and exhaling here. Spread the fingers. On your next inhale, we're going to bring that gaze back to center. As you exhale, bring the head back to the top. Good. Now let's roll these shoulders back. So we're going to take an active flow here to kind of start reaching towards these toes. Engage the belly. Inhale, we're going to lift up. As you exhale, let's reach towards the right foot this time. Left hand to right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand to left foot. Lengthen through the spine. Keep the shoulders moving down the back. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we rise. That back hand can be a kickstand, helping to facilitate that rotation. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we twist. Now inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we come forward. So make these legs active. Let's lengthen. Inhale, exhale, like we're coming down into a chaturanga. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we come forward. Twice more. Inhale, pressing the backs of the knees into the mat. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, tip the fingers this time. Draw that heart forward. And now come down. So we're still in the middle, or excuse me, the beginning of the practice. So honor what's happening in your body. Then maybe we come down onto forearms, head. Maybe you bind the big toes. You can turn this into a passive release or stay active. We're taking 2 more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, let's lift up. As you exhale, let those hands help you back to center. We're going to engage engage the belly, bring those legs back to center. Let's do a little bounce here. Had you guys in that place for a while. Point and flex your feet. Good. Now on this next inhale, let's grow tall. Spread the fingers, take the gaze, the heart up. As you exhale, let's bring these hands down. We're coming into Dandasana, staff pose. Fingertips face the heels of your feet. Melt the back of those arms. So find some length in the back of the neck here. We tend to be here or here. I want you to you're gonna press the back of the head behind you. Draw the toes back towards the shins, spread the toes. Micro bending these knees if that's what your low back is asking for. Want your body to be like an L. So if the low back is swaying behind you in a C, micro bend your knees. Press the heels into the earth. Beautiful. Now let's release this, ladies. We're gonna cross. Now I'm gonna turn long ways in my mat now. We're coming into tabletop. So hands are underneath those shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Make sure you've got some space between the knees and the feet. Let's start off with some cat-cow here. So on an inhale, we're gonna open the chest, drop the shoulders, lift the tailbone. As we exhale, press the earth away from you. Draw that navel. Take the gaze under. So move with the cadence and the rhythm that your body is asking for this evening, not necessarily my cues.
Krista, can you turn the music down a little bit?
Absolutely.
It's a little bit hard to hear your voice, just a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Is that better just moving it?
Yeah, we just want to hear your instructions, and it's a little loud. Okay, thanks.
You bet. Let's take about 3 more rounds of this, everyone. So on that inhale, I want you to drop the shoulders, drop the belly to the earth. Exhaling to round under. Last round right here. Now we're going to all meet in this neutral place. We're going to come into one we haven't done in a while, and that's frog. So in frog, I want you to really honor your knees. I'm going to turn back to face you guys, and also this is going to give you some support. So I want you to take your knees wide. You're going to turn your feet so the big toe side of your feet are on the mat. And then you're going to start to come down onto the forearms. So we're going to
trap.
Say that again. So you're going to keep your hips right in line with the knees for now. But then as we start to move, I want you to inhale, push the hips back. Exhale, bring them forward. Inhale, press back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale to push back. Exhaling forward. Now let's switch. Inhale here. Exhale, press back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Once more, inhale forward. Exhale back. Now bring your hips back in line with the knees. See if your knees can go out a little wider. We're going to hold here for 2 more rounds of breath. Breathing into those adductors, those inner thighs. Let's take that left palm and spin it towards and place it on the floor. And let's take a gentle twist. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale, we're going to reach. Now let's bring it back. Right forearm comes down onto the earth, elbow under shoulder. Inhale, take that left arm up. Exhale, we're going to reach. Now slowly bring the forearms back down. Engage the belly, engage the palms. Gently start to walk those knees back together. Honor the inner thighs. Honor those knees. So once you come up, I want you to bring both knees together. Press those hips on either side of the heels. Inhaling to rise. Exhale to press back. Keeping those knees close together, we're going to release and give those adductors a break. Let's take one more on each side. Now on your next inhale, let's come back into tabletop here. Pressing into all 10 fingertips here. Connect to the belly, connect to the ribs, press those shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to take a spinal balance, but in a more of an active way this evening. So extend your left leg back, the right arm forward. Take a moment to find your center of gravity here. Pressing through the left palm, pressing through the right shin. Lengthening, sending that energy forwards and back. Now let's draw these under and then reach back. Exhale, draw them under. Inhale, reach back. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, gazing down at the earth. Exhale. Inhale. Now let's hold. Taking one more breath. Now let's reach up, open the front body, activate the back body, look up at the flying right thumb. And now let's lower down. Let's find a child's pose. So knees can be together or wide. Those arms can come beside you, next to those ankles and feet. They could also be out in front of you. Let's start to gently rock side to side here. Feeling that third eye, the eye of intuition, being gently massaged. On your next inhale, I want you to come to stillness. As we exhale, let's come back into this tabletop. So we're going to take that flow and that series on the other side, connecting now, pressing the earth away, activate the shoulders. Let's extend that right leg back and the left arm forward. Feeling that energy, reaching forwards and reaching back. Now let's take this flow. We're going to exhale, bring it under. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, under. Inhale, out. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale, holding here. Connecting to the breath, connecting to those deep intrinsic muscles. Finding that place between effort and ease. Now let's open the front of the body. Reach the heel, reach the hands, looking up at that flying left thumb. And now lowering down with control. Taking another variation of child's pose. So try one slightly different if your body is open to that than you did before. We're going to take 3 rounds of breath here in this place. On your next inhale, let's extend those arms long. Let's come up into this shape, that melting heart shape. So we're going to lift the hips. Let those hips stay right above the knees. If you start to get too much of an arch in this low back, draw that navel up and neutralize that place. Let's press the palms out, forehead touches the earth. Finding some length here through the sides of the body. If you'd like, you can come into puppy. So bringing those elbows out by the temples, the top of the head, taking those palms together in prayer. If you'd like a deeper variation of this and you have blocks available, go ahead and take those blocks about 6 or 8 inches apart. You can bring your elbows to the center, kind of that midline point here, and take that same shape. Taking one more rounded breath in whatever variation you have found yourself in this evening. On this next inhale, let's lower these pinky fingers to the earth. As we exhale, let's press ourselves up. Let's bring ourselves to sit hips to heels. Let's take a couple of rolls of those shoulders forward and back. Let's inhale, take these arms out and up, lifting the heart. As you exhale, let's bring these hands to heart center. Drop the chin to the chest. Let's reconnect with any intention, dedication you may have established for your practice this evening. All right, we're gonna rise up, lovely ladies. Let's tuck these toes. We're gonna come to stand at whatever you're designating to be the top of your mat this evening. Let's get into a few sun salutes, flows along the way. Of course, we'll be adding some side roads and journeys. Let's stand with our feet 2 fist distance apart. Spread your toes, take those palms out. Let's reach those thumbs to the back of your mat. Spreading the palms, reaching those fingertips into the earth. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head, and exhale, draw those shoulders behind you. Breathe into that spiritual heart space once again. Activate those calves, activate those thighs. Gently taking the tailbone to the earth. We're not tucking it forward, but just tuck it down, connecting here. One more breath in mountain pose, Dandasana. On your next inhale, let's look up, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. As we exhale, let's dive down, Uttanasana. Inhale, take that half lift. Exhale, fold in. Engage the belly. Let's come up the same way we went down. Inhale. Exhale these hands to heart center. Let's go again. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinging, lengthen through the crown of the head, diving down. Let's take 2 breaths here in this forward fold. Bend your knees as much as your body's asking for. Let's shake that head from side to side. On your next inhale, let's take that half lift, lengthen. Exhale, we fold in. Let's step the left foot back. Right knee is over that right heel and ankle. Pausing here in this low lunge, let's come down to the knee, left shin, taking those arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open into goddess here. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we open. One more, inhale to reach. Exhale to open. Now let's bring those hands to the waist. Tuck that tailbone forward. And really breathe into the left front of this hip here on the left. Let's send that left arm up. Softening the shoulders, softening the face. Now let's send that right arm up to join. Inhaling once more, exhale, let's come forward. Frame this right foot. Tuck the toes on the left, send that right foot back. We're in high plank. We have 2 rounds of breath here. Press the heels back, press the earth away. How light can you get in your body in this place? Effort and effortlessness. Let's all drop to the knees, untuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale, we lower down through chaturanga. Forehead on the earth. Inhale, pressing up. Tuck those elbows. Take a small back lunge here. And release. Inhale, find cobra once more. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So we're going to spread those toes, taking those feet out wide. Inhale, lift up as high as you can on your tippy toes. Exhale, melt the heels. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, melt the heels. Last one, inhale. Exhale, melt the heels. Now take one breath in stillness. Press those shoulder blades up and away, up towards the hips. Now looking up, let's take this left leg, bringing that left foot forward. So we're coming into that low lunge on the opposite side. Left knee over that left heel and ankle. Engage the belly, find length. Maybe the arms come off the earth. Lower down, right shin, right knee, reaching up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, goddess. Inhale to rise. Exhale, goddess arms. Last one, inhale. Exhale, draw that left hip back just a little. Now bring those hands to the waist, tuck. Breathe into this place. Heart is rising, heart is open. Right arm could fly. One more round of breath. Now as we inhale, send that left arm up to join. Exhale, we frame this left foot. Tuck those toes. Send that left leg back. High plank once more. Inhaling and exhaling. Now on this next exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So shifting side to side, pedaling out those feet, maybe stillness. You decide. You have 3 more rounds of breath here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lengthen through the sides of your body, pressing into all 10 fingertips. Press those 6 bones to the wall behind you. Now on this next inhale, bring that right leg up. Plant that right leg in between the hands. We're turning the feet on the left. I'm going to turn for demonstrational purposes. We're coming up into Warrior 2. So heel of that front foot intersecting the arch and the heel of the back. Let's extend those arms. Inhale, let's exalt or reverse this warrior. Exhale, bring that forearm down. Left arm rises. Inhale to open. Exhale. How still could we keep our legs? Inhaling. Exhale. Keep engaging the glute on the left, sending that energy back through the outer blade of the left foot. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Pausing here. Now on this next inhale, let's rise up, finding Warrior 2. Exhale, open the heart, sink the hips. Releasing any unnecessary tension here. Now let's rise up, bringing those arms up overhead. Let's turn those toes, all 10 toes facing the long edge of the mat. Exhale these hands to heart center. So take a moment here, feel the energy moving, that prana, that chi. Feel the heart beating behind the thumbs. So finding the rest within the pose. This is when it's an opportunity to take our yoga off our mats and into our lives. Through our busy days, is there an opportunity where we could find rest in the busyness, the hecticness that are sometimes our days? On this inhale, let's send these arms overhead. Exhale, open these arms into a T. And we're going to turn that left foot. Let's come into warrior two on the opposite side. So take a moment, set yourself up. Connect to the glutes, send that energy back. Talking to this left knee here, the tendency is for it to cave in. We want it to open. That's why we did all that opening for those adductors, those inner thighs. Now let's take that same flow here. Inhale, we open. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh, arm reaches overhead. Strong thighs. Inhale, we open. Exhale. Inhale, reversing that warrior. Left thigh stays as still as it can. Exhale. Last one. Inhaling. Exhale. Forearm stays. Maybe that bicep even comes by the ear. Maybe we twist. Finding length through the entire right side of the body. That gaze can come down to the left big toe. Now inhale, engage. Exhale, open the heart. Now straightening. Let's turn those left toes. All 10 toes facing the long edge of the mat. Separate and take those palms to face the sky. Spreading the toes, lifting through those inner thighs. Press the outer blades of those feet into the mat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale these hands to heart center. Take a moment here, take a breath. Now, I want you to heel toe your feet closer together one time, and then decide if you want to continue with that movement pattern to get your feet together, or if you want to hop. Sometimes it's fun to hop. Stimulate that lymphatic system. All right, lovely ladies. Let's take one more flow here. Come back to the top of your mat. Let's bring those arms right down next to the hips. This time we're going to let the palms face the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Those feet are still 2 hip distance apart. Now let's interlace these hands, fingers, wrists, forearms, whatever you can find. Press through, hips are forward, let's open. Now engaging here, exhale, fold and hinge over. Bend your knees as much as your body is asking. Keep lifting up through the sits bones, the inner thighs. On your next inhale, release that bind. Exhale, hands find the earth. Let's take a half lift here. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Step that left foot and then the right foot back. We're finding high plank once more. One more breath here in this place. Now as we exhale this time, lower down through Chaturanga. Forehead on the earth. Inhale, find cobra or even up dog. And release. Engage the belly, engage the glutes. Inhale, draw that heart forward. Now let's tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So movement is good here, stillness is good here. Just notice how this down dog feels compared to the others. See if you can press through equanimity in both heels here. Take the gaze to the belly. On your next inhale, let's come through. Step, hop, help those feet all the way up. Let's bend those knees a lot, coming up with a tall spine. Inhale. Back bending at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're coming into tree pose. We haven't done tree pose in a while. Let's bring that awareness onto the left foot. Spread your toes, get your grounded, your roots connected here. We're gonna lift this right knee up so you can help it. You can place that foot here, 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 here even, just not here. I don't want any lateral pressure on your knee joint. So see what feels like a good option. Sometimes your pants will dictate it if they are slick. So in this pose, this is also an inner hip opener, just like frog, as well as balancing. So find your drishti, find your gazing point, and then see if we can address that knee. Have the knee be open. Hands can be at heart center. They could be out. You could come into a mudra. You can even take those arms overhead. So finding your tree, come in and out. Tree sway. Now if your balance is really good today and you want to challenge yourself in a really amazing way, start to take your drishti up. So move the gaze up slowly to take it overhead. You can even incorporate a back bend here, or even close the eyes. So find that Mula Bandha, that energy lock of the pelvic floor. We're lifting that energy up. That helps us in our balancing poses instead of that energy spilling down into the earth. Keep finding that center line through the body. Let's take one more breath here in this place, wherever you are. Now, as we inhale, we're going to bring the gaze, the drishti back forward. We're going to bring that knee forward. Let's take those hands to the waist and hips. Let's extend that right leg out. We're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and lower down. Nice job. Let's twist it out. Release some of that tension. Fold your feet. Do little airplane flutters. I like tree. I don't know why I don't do tree more often. Okay, everyone, so find that awareness on that right side. Engage the thighs. Spread your toes. Take a minute to get that foundation because one side can feel really differently than the other. Connecting through the crown of the head, you're going to draw the crown and the spine long. So then decide where this leg wants to be. And I didn't offer this. You could also come into like a half lotus. So if anybody likes to practice where they have that foot in the crease and you can hold it, feel free to be there too. So find the breath, find the belly, hands can be at the hips. So maybe you've been practicing closing the eyes, spreading the toes, softening the shoulders, breathing in and breathing out, gently pressing that inner thigh against the sole of the sole of the foot against the inner thigh. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath, wherever you are in your tree. Let's bring those hands back to heart center. Press them into prayer, fingertips connecting. Release that foot. Now you can leave the hands here, or you can drop them to the waist. Press that heel out. Strong belly, point and flex, point and flex. Try to keep those hips even. That's hard for me on this side. Point and lower. Beautiful job, everyone. Where you're going down to the earth. Let's twist a bit. Take the gaze behind the shoulder. Release some of that tension. I always like to fold my feet here. So let's come back to the tops of our mats. We're going to vinyasa or flow down. So inhaling, let's lift those arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Let's step the right foot and then the left foot back. Coming into that high plank once more. Inhale, exhale, lower down through Chaturanga. Untuck those toes. Let's come into Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders. Draw the heart forward. Lengthen and draw the shoulders down the back. Soften. On your next inhale, we're going to release. As you exhale, we're going to roll all the way onto your back body. Let's take a full body stretch here. Your arms overhead, point those toes. As you exhale, let's draw the knees into the chest. We're going to rock side to side. Let's bring those bodies to stillness now. Let's extend that left leg long. Draw just that right knee in. Let's circle out that ankle 2 or 3 times on each side. Press the shoulder blades beneath you into the mat. Make sure that you are finding length on the back of the neck. Now let's take this knee and drop it over to the left side of the mat. Little twist here. Maybe that left palm finds the outer part of the thigh and drop that right arm behind you, taking the gaze there as well. Softening the shoulders, softening the throat, softening the belly. As you breathe in, see if you can take that breath all the way from the low back, through the right side of the ribs, all the way up into the right armpit. Tongue is starting to soften here. On your next inhale, let's turn the head back to center. As we exhale, bring our knee back to center. Let's use the soles of our feet to resettle the hips and the low back. Let's take another full body stretch. Reach it out. Exhale, draw both these knees in, and this time I'm going to give you the option of curling the tailbone and the head off the mat. Honor your spine here. Inhale, breathe into the low belly here. Lower the sacrum. Exhale, hollow out the belly, draw that navel back. Express all the air from the body. One more like that. Inhale, head releases, sacrum. Exhale. Now inhale, let the spine come back to the earth. Draw just that right knee in, releasing the right leg to the earth. Circling out that left ankle 2 or 3 times in each direction. Tucking the chin ever so slightly here towards the chest and press the shoulder blades beneath you. Now let's take that twist on this side. Left knee comes to the right side of the mat. Take the gaze behind you as well and that left arm. So maybe that right hand is on the outer part of the left thigh. I'm going to offer you now to gently press the left hip away from the left armpit, creating a little more length down the side of the body. What does that change for you in this shape? Inhaling and exhaling here. Feel the belly expanding with breath, feel the ribs rising. Soften that left shoulder even more. the left fingertips. On your next inhale, we're going to bring the gaze to center. As we exhale, bring that left knee. Let's use those feet once again to resettle the hips, the low back. One more full body stretch. Now this time you can draw those knees wide into a variation of happy baby. You can take peace fingers to the big toes, to the outer blades. See if you can connect the tailbone, the sacrum to your mat this time. So maybe stillness is what needs to happen. Maybe a gentle rocking from side to side. So whatever variation of happy baby you decide to land in this evening, let's be there for 3 more rounds of breath. Inhaling and exhaling here. Starting to release your practice. On your next inhale, I want you to release the binds of those feet. As you exhale, I want you to release the legs down to the earth. So taking a moment here to find a comfortable place to be. We're going into a meditation this evening called Choiceless Awareness, and I'll guide you. So if you'd like to have some special things underneath your body, now's the time for that. Maybe a little extra support for the low back, the knees, the neck. We're going to be lying on our backs for about 8 minutes, so I want you to feel comfortable. So taking a moment here. So let's take a cleansing breath in this place. We're going to inhale deeply through the nose. Let's sigh it out. Let's do that again. Inhale. Let it go. So softening everything here. Letting go of your physical practice. Letting go of the hands, the feet, face. Scanning yourself from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. Letting it all go. So after you find this place of meditation, I'll invite you and encourage you to be still. See if you can resist the urge to move. If that awareness and that thought comes up, don't deny it, observe it, but see if you could breathe past that urge to move. Could you settle in deeper? If something starts to itch, twinkle, tinkle. So in choiceless awareness meditation, I'm going to direct your attention to different areas, and then I'll have you move on from those at an appropriate time. So as you inhale and exhale here, everyone, bring your awareness to your breath, not changing anything about your breath, just noticing it. Notice where the body falls and rises and drops. Notice maybe the coolness of the breath as it comes in through the tip of the nose, the warmth of the breath as it leaves the body. Noticing if it flows with ease, or if there is some place maybe where not so much. You're bringing all your awareness and attention to your breath as it moves in and it moves out. As you inhale now, let's shift that awareness and focus to body sensations. Noticing maybe your points of contact between your body and your mat. Maybe clothing or jewelry that is touching your body. Maybe feelings of digestion or hunger. Pulses. Warmth or coolness across the skin. As you inhale and exhale now, all your awareness and attention are on your body sensations. As you inhale now, we'll move that seed of awareness to sounds that you hear around you right at this moment. Maybe the distant sound of my music. Maybe your heart beating. Maybe something or someone in the distance at your home. Maybe birds outside. Inhaling and exhaling here. All your attention and awareness are now on sounds that you hear around you right now. As you inhale now, we'll move the seed of awareness and attention to the thought streams. So not creating any thoughts or lists, not denying them. As those thoughts rise in the mind, see them like images on a silent movie screen. You observe them, but no attachments, no emotions. Like shapeless clouds passing by in a blue sky. As you breathe in and breathe out, bringing all your awareness and attention now to the thought streams that come into your mind. As you inhale now, we'll expand that seed of awareness, sending our attention outward to what we call choiceless awareness. So for these next bit of time and a few moments, I'm going to allow your attention to jump, if it will, and once, to either the thoughts in your mind, the sounds that you may hear around you, to body sensations or your breath. Inhaling and exhaling here. Sending that attention outward to choiceless awareness. Slowly starting to deepen your breath. Bringing your awareness back to the space that you are in. As you deepen the breath, feel the ribs expand, the heart rise, and the earth beneath you once again. Reawakening the body, bringing yourself out of this place of meditation, gently, slowly. As you deepen your breath once more and feel ready, we'll invite small movements back to your body. Maybe gently touching each fingertip to the thumb, spreading your toes, pressing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. As you inhale once more, we'll cultivate larger movements. Maybe circling out wrists and ankles, turning the head from side to side along your mat. Pressing shoulder blades beneath you. As you feel ready, we'll bend one knee and then the other, placing the soles of your feet on the earth. Pause here and spread your toes. Feel your mat and the earth beneath you as if it were the first time on this day. Maybe we draw those knees into the chest, reawakening the spine, having gratitude for your body and all that it does for you. As you feel ready, I want you to roll over onto your right sides and sideline this evening. Taking a moment in this place of transition, embryo pose. Paying attention here, observe the body, the mind, and the breath. Setting all of these things to memory. Remembering that this is why we practice our yoga. To remember, to come back to the essence of our true selves. That unchanging self, no matter what is going on in our lives, in this world. I want you to reconnect here now with any intention, dedication that you established for your practice on this evening. And as you feel ready, ladies, we will come back to a seated place. Help yourselves there. We will close where we began this evening. Feeling those sits bones ground and connect us. Let's take a couple of breaths here. We're going to inhale. Take these arms out and up. Exhaling, bring these hands down through heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, drawing these hands down through heart center, dropping the chin to the chest. Anjali Mudra. Sealing in this yoga practice and bowing to that inner wisdom, love, and light that resides within each of us. The light, the love, the wisdom that is within me sees and acknowledges that which is also in each one of you. We are one. Go in peace. Namaste.